Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how to recruit great marketers. So that's a struggle I get from a lot of people when I interview people on Growth Everywhere. Afterwards, I'll ask people, hey, how can I help? And the number one question or the need that I get from people is, hey, we're looking to hire great marketers. So first and foremost, when you're looking to recruit great marketers, well, I always like to use my website first, and I always like to, website's like a source of referrals, and also I'll ask my friends, people that are well connected. I'm going to go to them first and say, hey, do you know anybody that's a good fit? And I also wrote something up about a concept called forced hiring, which is one of the concepts from HubSpot's Chief Revenue Officer. So you can look that one up. Forced hiring is basically going through your LinkedIn, looking at people like Neil, for example, and then I would look for anybody that has a title of, let's say, PPC manager. I might just type in PPC, and I'll go to Neil and say, hey, I looked at your LinkedIn. I saw these 10 people. Which one of these people do you think I should talk to for PPC? And you can also use this concept and take it over to people that are on your team and repeat the same thing. And then say, just take them into a room and say, hey, who should I talk to here? Repeat the same thing and over. It's going to cost you time, but it's not going to cost you money.
Yeah, the other thing that you should end up considering too is if you're looking for really good marketers is go reach out to other sites that started out or other entrepreneurs and ask them like, hey, how'd you grow? When you started out, what'd you do to grow? Where'd you recruit these marketers? Where'd you find them, right? By talking to other people who are going through similar situations as you, they'll be able to guide you. And the reason I say to do this is each region is different. Assuming you want to work with someone internally, you would recruit differently than if you're living in, let's say, Seattle, Washington, or Los Angeles, California, than you would if you're living, let's say, in Singapore. It ranges per region, right? And I've typically found that some of the best recruits to find tend to be at local meetups or conferences that are marketing related. So if you go to them, you'll start seeing a lot of people, even speakers. And a lot of these speakers, believe it or not, aren't making much money and they're new to the space or the field. And you can work out deals with them because they're quite smart, right? They're speaking on stage to help you either A, for equity or for a little amount of money, or they can even guide you and put you in touch with other people that they know. And for that reason, I also love going to the big marketing conferences because when they have like 1,000 people there or 1,000 attendees, if you just keep talking to people, they'll be able to connect you with individuals who they feel would be a good fit for your business to run marketing or, be a marketing intern or to start off, etc.
Great. And the other thing is also you could also take a look at recruiters as well, maybe further down the road. And people think, recruiters are negative. You are going to pay a hefty chunk, anywhere from 10 to 20% plus. Sometimes you might pay a retainer as well. So there's different kinds of recruiters that can help you out. And often they'll reach out. And, I've been skeptical of them in the past, but they do actually bring results because they do have a network where they'll specialize in hiring great marketers too. Now, another thing that I do is I use a tool called Workable. So that's WORKABLE, workable.com. And it allows me to seed my job postings to many different boards. I can I'll go to LinkedIn, I'll go to a bunch of job boards, like I think 15 or 17 at once. And I can also use the widget they have and put it on our jobs page. So singlegrain.com/singlegrainjobs. And what I do is people can apply there. I'll also hit my email list as well. But I also like when people hit that page, I'm also going to pixel those people too. So people that hit my jobs page right now that have visited 2 or 3 times on Facebook, I'm going to retarget those people and see if they're still looking for a job. Anybody that's visited in the last 30 or 60 days or so. Those ads aren't that expensive, and it's a lot cheaper than having to run pay a couple $1,000s for a bunch of job ads, which are still very valuable. But using a tool like Workable helps me manage the entire thing, and then connecting those people into my video interviewing process through Spark Hire, where I'll ask them a couple questions. That helps me a lot because Spark Hire will give them a time-limited question, so they have to answer within a minute or so. And then sometimes I'll ask them a question. I'll say, hey, take a look at the Single Grain site. You have about 5 minutes to look at it, and you have about 2 minutes to answer. What would you do? What would you fix? That way they don't have unlimited time to kind of ask their friends and see how they can figure out the question that way.
The other thing you should end up checking out is purely look for performance, right? So what I mean checking out is go online, go see marketers or website owners or bloggers, etc., who are doing cool stuff, see what they're doing, and check out their work, right? If you see someone writing amazing blog posts and you're looking for a content marketer, awesome. You see someone ranking really high in Google that's a marketer, blogger talking about marketing, great. You see someone designing amazing infographics because you want infographics, cool. You see someone who's engaging really well on social media and you're interested in social media marketing, awesome. So when you scour these sites and you're looking for people who are talented, they don't have to be a marketer by trade. They just have to be good at something. Could be writing blog posts, designing infographics, interacting with social media, etc. These people could be a good fit for your organization. I don't like hiring people based off their resume. I like hiring people based off of tangible work that I can see. Doesn't have to be related towards my industry. Doesn't even have to be for another company. I'm just looking for individuals who have done cool stuff. Once you find that, you're typically good to go because you can reach out to a lot of them and either they'll do something for you on a full-time basis or on a contract basis. And that's another thing. A lot of people like hiring full-time employees. You don't know if someone's going to work out. Why not test someone out on a 30-day trial and you can give them some money, or on a contractor basis, and then if they work out, offer them a full-time gig.
All right, and then on my end, I would say when you take a look at what they do, when you look at if you're going to look at their resume, you look at their LinkedIn, see what they did. You have to look for consistency too. So if you're hiring someone that's specializes in SEO, for example, and their entire CV or their LinkedIn tends to talk about PPC, it's probably not the right fit. If you see that, well, that should be red flags already. And also, I mean, if they're looking to work for you, I always like Neil mentioned, they should be going through a test. I always like asking people too, hey, do you want to look at my PPC account? Or here's the situation that we're in right now when it comes to SEO. What would you do about it? And I want to know what they do. And then, the trial can be anywhere from, a couple of days, could be a couple hours to a couple of weeks. And I know 37 Signals, they like to put everybody through a test. They'll pay them $25 an hour or so, and then they'll see if it's a right fit. What they'll do is they will basically have the recruiter will add the prospect to Skype, and they'll have an asynchronous chat, which is what I like doing. There's no pressure. You just kind of have a casual chat, and if it makes sense, you take them to the next step, saying, okay, well, based on your answers, blah blah blah, let's move you into a test. Let's see how you do on a test. And I know some other people, they'll do an extended test where it might be like a month or two. You just have to make sure it's the right fit for them. But I really want to know what they would do for you, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's about your company. So you should give them a specific scenario. If you're hiring multiple people, say here's a scenario, and then you find the people that give you the best answer, move them to the next step, and then go from there. Neil, anything else?
I'm good on my end.
All right. So anyway, I mean, Neil and I are always looking for great marketers. So if you know great operations, salespeople, pay-per-click people, whatever it is exactly, tweet at us or email us, because we're always hiring people. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.